Coffee with a Coach continues and making a stop in Edmonton with the Huskies head coach Jeff Tobert. Hi, Coach.
Hey, how's it going, Ryan?
You have your coffee with a
I
coach?
do.
All right.
Cheers.
Feel free to have a drink at any time. How's everything there in Edmonton? Did you get well? Let's talk first about a couple of months ago, or at least a month ago. So much smoke in the Edmonton area. Did that push back anything for you guys?
No, not really. We had we canceled a couple of things that were scheduled for outdoors and rescheduled them indoors. So I mean, it was pretty thick, but the guys made do, and we're streaming right along. We just got into camp a couple of weeks ago, and we just finished off with our little exhibition games scrimmage yesterday, and things went well. We learned some things about our team, and we learned some things about our guys, and we're all set to go now.
How much more do you learn when it is a scrimmage in a game-like atmosphere compared to just practice?
Well, I think most importantly for us, it was our first experience with real referees on the field, and that was a big deal. We learned that we were lining offsides, fairly regularly. We learned that we were, there's things that you can do and can't do, and things that you can say and can't say on the field, and that for us is real big because those lead to huge penalties in the game if you haven't kind of experienced that thing before. How much do you learn? It's better overall to play an exhibition game, but at this point with the team that we have this year and new starters going in, we graduated a tremendous amount of players last year. I think it was good. It allowed us to see just where each player ranks and who we can rely on for the season. So it still showed us a tremendous amount.
It's so fair to say this is a pretty young developing team this year.
I wouldn't say young. Like we graduated more players than we ever graduated because of the COVID year turnover as well.
Right.
So we had sixth year and fifth year guys. So we graduated a total of 21 guys. But we've been planning for this for a long time, and so we've now got some experienced players ready to step in. We've been getting guys reps. Even in our games where our older, fifth year and fourth year and sixth year guys were playing. And so they're ready to go. We know that they're going to step in and do a great job, but it's their first time in a starting capacity, which is a little bit of an adjustment. It's not huge, but it's a little bit of an adjustment.
So this now the week of the first game. Are there still positions, starting roles up for grabs this week, or you solidified who's going where?
We're pretty solidified, but again, it's not just the starters; it's also the top backups. We use more than just 12 on offense and 12 on defense and 12 on special teams. We use a tremendous amount of guys on all phases of the ball. So those positions are rounding out. Yes, they are. The guys that are going to be seeing the field for us. Again, we can dress 65 at home and 46 on the road. So we've got an idea who our 65 are, and we've got an idea who our 46 are going to be. Our schedule breaks such that we don't travel until fairly late, so we get a chance to see a little bit of how things are going to break, and hopefully, touch wood, injuries go. So we don't want to close the book on anything for sure, and our guys know that they can still move up and down the depth chart. So it's always competition, and it's good. It makes for great practice.
Everybody loves talking about the quarterback position. Who's under center to start game one?
Well, pretty sure that will be Carson Neitz, although the book's not closed on that. But Carson has performed very well. He's a fifth year guy, and he's been kind of waiting his turn. He's won some games for us already. Jackson Harnett has been pushing him really, really hard, and then we've got three young fellas in the mix as well. But it will likely be Carson Neitz, and Jackson is also going to see some reps. So those are our two guys that we're going to rely on. But I would say that Carson will see the bulk of the reps.
As an outsider looking in at the Huskies the last few years, the defense has always been so solid. Is this going to be the case again this year?
I believe so. Yeah, I think that's going to be the strength of our team once again. We're fortunate to have great coaches who develop these guys, and we it starts up front with our D line. I'm expecting Jacob Hegerfeld to be a rock in the middle again, along with Mikal Biggs. Both of those guys are what you want in defensive tackles. They're stout, they're thick, they move well, they've got great get off, and they're just tough. So it's a good situation there. And then we've got some good prospects on the outside as well. Some guys rounding into form in their second year. Wesley Johnson and Caden Eady are going to be good. And then there's some young guys pushing them as well. So up front on the line, I think we're set. As far as linebackers go, we have a real experienced guy who's been with the Edmonton Elks, Terrell Sherman, who's going to have a fantastic year. He's in his fifth year and getting ready to go and hopefully continue on with the Elks post Huskies. Then there's some young guys surrounding him as well, with Kay Jewell and Tristan Price looking to really help us out there and be a solid front. I think our run defense is going to be pretty solid. And then in the back end, Cedric McCallum is a guy that we're really looking to take leadership there and make sure that we're fixed and organized and lined up correctly on the back end.
You mentioned Terrell. I want to ask you about him when he comes back from an experience with the Elks. Do you just see his talent level suddenly skyrocket, and because he's at a level where the game goes so much faster?
Well, his talent has always been sort of a constant. I don't think it's he's certainly learning a lot there, but Terrell's always done great things for us on the football field. And what I see more is a surge in his confidence. He is now the guy, in the linebackers there, and he sets us up and he sets the tone. And and I think that's definitely a reflection of his time with the Elks for sure.
So let's look at this. It's now the week of the first game. Is the stress level for you as a coach goes up, or I'm sure excitement goes up? Where are you right now? Your mindset?
Coffee, always. My stress level is always high. But yeah, of course, it's everybody's getting excited, and we're just excited to get going and play some real ball. We've been hitting ourselves for quite some time. It's time to hit another opponent, and it's it's time to see what we can do, and we're very excited because I think this group is a talented team, and I think we're gonna do some good things. I never predict anything because you never know what's going to happen, and but at the same time, I'm pretty confident in our staff and in our players and just the characters that we have in the room. So I'm just, and it's more eager anticipation than stress.
Yeah. How many coffees do you usually down a day?
I'm usually a morning coffee person only. So
okay.
It's I have one, maybe two in the morning, and then my adrenaline gets going, and I'm good.
Sure. So Calgary comes into town. Do you like starting at home?
It's actually Winnipeg that's coming to town.
Pardon me.
Yes, home is always good. The road trip, there's always nuances and things that you gotta deal with. But Winnipeg coming to town, they're always tough. It is nice to start at home and get used to our home routine, having a little more, a few more guys in the dressing squad is nice to have. It's certainly an advantage, and we tend to take advantage of that and play a lot of guys on special teams, and like I mentioned before, it's our two deep that we really need to worry about, rather than just our starters. Those guys get some experience, and Winnipeg there is no gimmies in the PFC. Winnipeg is going to be tough, and we're gonna have to be on our game in order to beat them.
Well, Coach, thanks for doing this. Cheers to you. Good luck this season.
Hey, cheers, Ryan.
Yeah, we'll talk to you down the road.
Thanks for all you do. You do a fantastic job, and it's really good to see the CJFL getting out in the public eye. And thank you so much for what you do.
I'm just excited for kickoff. Thanks, Coach.
Yeah.